When protectors turn predators, the hidden crimes of law enforcement. It seems obvious that law enforcement has three basic roles in society: upholding the rule of law, serving and protecting the public, and maintaining order. Because police serve as the first line of defense in democratic nations, citizens have faith in them to uphold these ideals. Welcome back to our channel, where we delve into the darkest corners of society and shed light on hidden truths. Today, we are going to discuss a topic that is both disturbing and eye-opening: when protectors turn predators in the form of law enforcement officers. It's a narrative that is often swept under the rug, but it's time to bring it to the forefront. Crimes committed by law enforcement officials are not merely legal transgressions, they constitute a breach of the social compact. It is expected that persons in positions of authority, which are frequently acquired through uniforms and badges, will act morally and properly. However, when law enforcement officials abuse their authority for their own benefit, abuse, or exploitation, the consequences can be severe and wide-ranging. The misuse of power for sex purposes is among the most heinous instances of this betrayal. There have been cases where police personnel have abused their power to take advantage of weak people, usually women, who are left to fend for themselves at the hands of people who are supposed to be protecting them. These victims are especially vulnerable to manipulation and pressure since they may already be in unstable situations, such as those involved in family disputes, sex work, or addiction. Because of the power dynamics at work, victims find it very difficult to come out with their stories for fear of reprisals or lack of credibility. The corruption of law enforcement officials who participate in unlawful activities like drug trafficking, bribery, and cooperation with criminal organizations is another cause for concern. The validity of the entire legal system is threatened by this corruption, which erodes public faith. Communities and the police work less together when the public believes that law enforcement is involved in the crimes that they are tasked with stopping. This creates a climate of fear and mistrust. Another instance of predatory behavior that has attracted a lot of attention recently is police brutality. Prominent instances of disproportionate force, especially directed at underprivileged groups, have incited nationwide demonstrations and movements like Black Lives Matter. These occurrences point to a structural issue where some police officers start using violence instead of keeping the peace. Such acts have terrible consequences, including the death of victims, serious injuries, and lifelong trauma for their families. The tendency for protectors to become predators also calls into question the effectiveness of oversight and accountability mechanisms in law enforcement. When law enforcement personnel commit crimes, there's sometimes a reluctance to hold them accountable, internalizing investigations and miragingly lightening punishments when they do. The so-called blue wall of silence, when police shield their own from investigation and therefore maintain an atmosphere of impunity, is frequently to blame for this lack of accountability. In addition, victims find it very challenging to pursue justice because of the legal safeguards provided to police, such as qualified immunity in the U.S. Officers are protected from civil liability by qualified immunity unless they violated clearly established rights, a criterion that is frequently difficult to fulfill. This concept has drawn a lot of criticism for letting cops get away with their misdeeds, even the most heinous ones. Significant adjustments are required in order to address these hidden crimes inside the law enforcement system. This entails enhancing oversight and openness, putting body cameras into use, and setting up impartial review panels to look into misbehavior claims. The culture of law enforcement organizations also has to change, placing more emphasis on the value of community relations, ethics, and responsibility. Thank you for watching this eye-opening exploration of the hidden crimes of law enforcement. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that challenges the status quo and brings important issues to the forefront. Until next time, stay vigilant and never stop questioning the world around you.